Hi everybody, just looking at the Google reflection. My thoughts after going through units 3 and 4 from that training. I learned quite a bit and I was surprised because I actually attended a couple workshops, not necessarily Google trainings, but they were workshops about how to use Google in your classroom. I was definitely unaware of the translation feature, and it sounds like it is great to use and it looked pretty easy. I didn't go ahead and try it, but it looked really pretty self-explanatory on how to use it. I also liked the part, I think it was Unit 3, that talked about moving your files onto Google Drive. And I thought that would be really helpful because you could then access them from anywhere. So from home or I used to do a lot of traveling for coaching, and then I'd be sitting at ball games, and that would be nice to have all of my documents and things on my computer that I could take with me there, or my phone. So it'd be nice to upload all my school stuff there so that I could access it from home or just kind of on the go. I was totally unaware of Google Forms, which I thought would be a good idea or a good way to get the lesson started, probably more in upper elementary classrooms, but you could do some in the younger classrooms, but just with a quick quiz to assess their prior knowledge. And I loved that that was paperless because the less paper, the better, and can be easily graded, which was another plus. Thinking along the lines of Google Hangouts, I thought that was pretty cool. I use a strategy in my classroom called Ask 3 Before Me. So they're supposed to ask 3 friends before they come ask the teacher. Just helps to increase their collaboration and group work among each other, and helps me to help the students that really truly need some additional support. So Hangouts would be a great way for them to help each other and ask 3 before me. And I think the higher achieving students, it would be a good way for them to kind of coach some of those kids that could use a little bit of help. And I also think that learning is enhanced really well when you are able to have the opportunity to explain your thinking or explain what you're learning. And so Hangouts would be a great place for students to kind of talk through what we're doing or what we're learning. I saw on the training that it talked about Google Groups giving students a unique voice. And I thought that was really interesting because right now I have a very high achieving student and she does not like to talk in front of the classroom. Or she doesn't even like to really talk to me. And I thought she was really warming up and we're kind of moving backwards. But I thought that would be a great way for her to maybe speak up more in an online setting than in front of everybody. The students notice that she doesn't like to talk in front of a big group or even talk in small group settings. She's pretty quiet among her friends. So I thought that would be a good place to just offer a unique opportunity for those students that don't like to be speaking in front of everybody. I also thought Google Groups could be a good avenue for collaboration among grade level teachers. I know some schools have like team time or planning hours that line up together with their grade level teachers, but I do not, and my coworker and I do a lot together. We do, in our classroom the same things, and we do a lot of fun stuff, but that would be a good place just for us to kind of have a home base where we could throw ideas over the weekend. We text each other a lot, so that would be kind of a nice place to just keep everything, and that way it's not a text coming through, or you don't have to worry about scrolling back through your texts. It's probably a little bit more easily accessible if we were to put it on Google Groups or to create a group. So that was kind of my thoughts after going through the fundamental training. The certifications are definitely something I would consider completing, just because there are so many trainings right now on Google for classrooms and for teachers, and I think that that's definitely something that would make you more marketable as a teacher, because so many classrooms and not necessarily classrooms, schools and districts are pushing technology, technology, technology. So if you had that certification, I think they would think that was really helpful, because a lot of people are wanting to implement some of the Google applications in their classrooms and across their schools. So definitely would be a good thing to add to your resume, or just to your library of skills. I thought working with the Google Slide was super easy. I like Google Docs as well, but the slide was very similar, I felt like, to the applications I've used before, and the things that were different were pretty self-explanatory, that I didn't really have to research much. I just kind of played around with it, and I was able to figure out everything that I needed. So the advantages and disadvantages to the Google apps, I really think that they're pretty similar, and the advantage I see is just that Google you can really access from anywhere. Like the computer I'm working on right now is my husband's, and he doesn't have any of the Word, Excel, or PowerPoint on it, just because it was another expense when he bought the computer, and he is comfortable using the Google apps, so we don't have that on the computer. So I think that was nice that it's free. That's a definite advantage. And then that, yeah, you can access it from your mobile device or from any computer. So I think that was a definite advantage.